The hidden trauma sabotaging your love life. Why you can't find happiness in relationships. Understanding trauma bonding. Difficulties in love and relationships often stem from trauma bonding. Individuals with trauma bonds struggle to develop the capacity to love or be loved because they feel internally empty and deficient. This explains why some people in relationships are perpetually dissatisfied, constantly criticizing others, and unable to recognize their partner's efforts. Manifestations of trauma bonding. When someone shows them even a little kindness, they experience extreme anxiety and unease, constantly reminding themselves that it's all an illusion bound to disappear. They force themselves to remain emotionally detached to avoid getting hurt. Is this truly a sign of enlightened awareness? Not at all. These individuals are actively rejecting love. Root causes of childhood trauma bonding. The root cause of this behavior lies in unresolved childhood trauma, leaving their personality stuck in a state of abandonment and feeling unloved from their early years. Consequently, when they enter new relationships as adults, they unconsciously bring their past traumas and experiences into the present. This is the essence of childhood trauma bonding. Consider a child who didn't receive sufficient love from their parents, whose emotional needs were consistently neglected, or who experienced parental divorce and felt abandoned. As this child grows up, they develop severe anxiety and insecurity around love. When someone finally shows them affection, their subconscious recalls their unloved past self. To protect themselves from potential hurt, they instinctively adopt defensive tactics such as criticism, denial, or pushing their partner away. They believe this is the only way to avoid becoming a victim in the relationship again. Fundamentally, the fear of abandonment becomes deeply ingrained in their psyche, reaching the level of a conditioned reflex. Fearing rejection, they choose not to love first. Dreading the withdrawal of affection, they preemptively choose to ignore it. Behavioral patterns. For example, one of my college classmates was abandoned by her mother as a child and has lived in constant fear of abandonment ever since. On the surface, she appears fiercely independent and successful in her career, seemingly without need for love. In reality, her inner world is empty and lacking. She has completely transferred her need for love to her career, using external success as a measure of her worthiness of love and material pursuits as a substitute for affection. Consequently, she fails to recognize her husband's efforts. When he does something for her, her first reaction isn't gratitude but criticism for not having done it sooner. Essentially, this is a subconscious defensive action, a resistance to the experience of being loved. Her subconscious is familiar with feeling unloved and unwanted. So when she experiences love from others, she develops an aggressive defense mechanism, convinced that it's all false and temporary. To protect herself from pain, she constantly destroys her own positive experiences of being loved. At its core, this all stems from unresolved childhood trauma. Any desire unfulfilled or unmet in childhood will manifest in another form later in life, continuing somewhere in one's journey, healing and moving forward. This explains why some people always try to maintain emotional detachment in relationships, immediately contemplating separation when someone treats them well. While it may seem like a defense mechanism developed for self-protection, in reality, they remain trapped in the state of abandonment and lovelessness from their childhood. When someone constantly dwells on past events to avoid similar pain, they not only fail to heal but become increasingly miserable. The repeated experience of this pain can even lead them to overcorrect, swinging to the opposite extreme. Therefore, never waste time and energy on excavating old wounds. Instead, focus your attention on your present experiences. It's okay to acknowledge past traumas, but remember that this awareness is meant to help you heal, better integrate your life experiences, and move forward. It's not about constantly reminding yourself of these traumas and reliving your fears, thereby repeating past patterns and destinies. Any pursuit of external solutions is futile. Only by looking inward and addressing your inner demons can you truly transform your life. If you enjoyed this series, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Your free likes are the greatest encouragement for me. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.